Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe convened a media briefing at Temple Trees today.
As I am concerned, I am carrying on as the Prime Minister because under the law and convention, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't.
වසර 24ක් එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ නායකත්වයේ දරලා තිනවා මේ ඔබතුමා හිතන්නේ නැද්ද දැන් කාලේ හරි කියලා අලුත් නායකත්වයට පක්ෂය බාර දෙන්න?
ඒ අලුත් නායකත්ව පරපුර බිහි කරන්න ඉන්නේ ඒකයි මම දැන් කිව්වේ. එතනින් ඊට පස්සේ
ඒක කවද්ද ඔබතුමා එහෙම
පක්ෂය දැන් ඒ වැඩ කටයුතු සාකච්ඡා කරලා අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ සාකච්ඡා කොහොමත් මේ මැතිවරණ කොමිසමට අර ලයිස්ට් එව්වයන් පස්සේ තමයි ක්‍රියාත්මක ඒකේ පැය 24න් වෙන්නේ නැහැ ඒ පරිවර්තනය අපි කරගෙන යන්න.
දැන් ඔබතුමාට චෝදනාවක් එනවා අගමැති ධූරයෙන් ඉවත් වෙන්න කියලා විශේෂයෙන්ම ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂය එක්සත් ජනතා නිදහස් සන්ධානයේ. එතකොට ජනාධිපතිවරයාත් ඒ ඉල්ලීමම කරනවා කියලා තමයි ඔවුන් කියන්නේ. මොකක්ද ඔබතුමා ඒකට දෙන ප්‍රතිචාරය?
නේද මම ව්‍යවස්ථාව අනුව වැඩ කටයුතු කරනවා.
අගමැතිතුමා දැන් අපිට දැනට වාර්තාවෙන් පවතිනවා ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයේ ඒකපත් මේ විපක්ෂයත් එක්ක ශ්‍රී ලංකා පක්ෂය එකට එකතු වෙලා. එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ පිරිසකුත් සමග සම්බන්ධව අලුත් ආණ්ඩුවක් හදන්න යනවා කියන්නේ. දැන් ඒ පිළිබඳව ඔබතුමා දැනුවත් තියෙනවද මොකක්ද ඒකේ තත්ත්වය?
එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ සමහර මන්ත්‍රීවරු මට කිව්වා ඒ අයට කතා කරලා තිබුණා කියලා එක අදහසක එකඟ වෙලා නැහැ. අපේ කණ්ඩායම ඊයේත් රැස් වුණා. මම හිතන්නේ අපි අඟහරුවාදා රැස් වුණා. අපව බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා රැස් වුණා. අපව මේ රැස් වෙන්න කියලා තව දවස් දෙක තුනකින් අපි රැස් වෙලා ඉදිරියට යනවා. මේ එකකවත් මේ ඉවත් වීමක් ගැන එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ කණ්ඩායම කියලා නෑ. මම අනිත් පක්ෂ නායකයින්කත් කතා කරා පෙරමුණේ. එයාගෙත් දැනට එහෙම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ කියලා අපිට කිව්වා. ඒගොල්ලෝ අපි එක්කම එකට ඉන්නේ.
You heard the sentiments of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. Now, it doesn't seem like Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe is ready or in a position where he wants to give up the position of Prime Minister or relinquish the leadership of the United National Party. Now, as I begin this broadcast, I can literally hear the heavy-handed keystrokes of a small group of social media keyboard warriors who are in Colombo beginning to express their displeasure about this broadcast on social media. However, we need to remind them that what we are doing is bringing you the truth. We are bringing you the facts and the figures. It is up to you to decide. As always, we stand for the truth. So that being said, let's get on with this. Some may ask, why do we put so much time and effort into the actions of the United National Party? Well, it's quite simple. The United National Party is the party of our founding father, D.S. Senanayake. It is the party that predates independent Sri Lanka. And we believe that the United National Party is one of the most crucial elements of Sri Lanka's vibrant democracy. That is why we put so much time and effort into this party. Now, it has been 72 years since the United National Party was first formed. And for nearly 1/3 of that time, one individual has been the leader of this party. That is this gentleman, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The latest election results, the local government election results of 2018, are just one symptom in a long drawn-out illness that the United National Party is suffering from. Now, keep in mind that the United National Party was in power when they went for this election. There were many people who thought that they would cruise to victory. However, they didn't. They controlled the key ministries in this country which operated the economy, the law and order, justice, everything. So there was no reason to think otherwise, that they won't win this election. But the people voted differently. It came to an extent where in Maharagama, the United National Party, which is 72 years old, lost out to an independent group under the symbol of the bicycle. What's more funny is that this independent group posted candidates who do not even live in Maharagama. So this is the extent to which the United National Party has fallen. Now, there are some that criticize us, yet there are many more, the rank and file, who agree with this sentiment, that the time has come for Ranil Wickremesinghe to abandon leadership of the United National Party and allow someone younger, a second tier, to take charge of this great party. There have been many brilliant leaders that have emerged from the United National Party, people like J.R. Jayawardena, R. Premadasa, former presidents of this country. Under each of these leaders, there has been a clear, visible second tier of leadership. How many can point the finger and clearly say, this is the second tier that Ranil Wickremesinghe has created through his 24 years as the leader of the United National Party? Now let's look back. What has the United National Party been able to achieve under Ranil Wickremesinghe? 2 election victories. Has the United National Party rank and file been awarded with jobs? Are they in a better state than they were? Doubtful. Has the economy of this country grown better under the United National Party and given dividends to the general public? Again, doubtful. So, what has the United National Party achieved under Ranil Wickremesinghe? If you ask a UN peer in yourself, ask the UN peer in yourself, has the party developed under Ranil Wickremesinghe? Your heart will know the answer. Now we have to hand it to Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. He is a master manipulator of his own party members. We have clearly seen how over the years he has weathered the storm. He has weathered plenty of rebellions from inside his own party and maintained the leadership position of the United National Party. We remember in the year 2000, Gamini Atukorala launched a rebellion of some sorts from within the party, agitating for change inside the United National Party. However, Ranil Wickremesinghe, what did he do? He changed a few positions, did some moves to appease the general public to show that change is being made, and he cleverly sidestepped this rebellion. Then, again in 2004, after an election defeat, there was another revolution within the United National Party. This time, again, he changed a few positions, put people like S.B. Disanayake to the post of national organizer, Disathanayake to general secretary, and then again, he sidestepped this revolution. In 2009, another rebellion, this time led by the youth of this party. What did Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe do? Again, shuffled some positions within the party, created a committee on leadership within the UNP, and sidestepped this rebellion. You see a bit of a pattern forming, don't you? In 2011, another rebellion. This time, the rank and file members of the United National Party flooded Sirikota. They simply overran Sirikota, surrounded it, and they demanded change. Again, as you can expect, Ranil Wickremesinghe made a couple of changes to positions and created this time a leadership council and sidesteps this rebellion. You might also recall this is the time when he enlisted the services of a former leader who is currently gaining popularity in the country to pave the road in front of Sirikota so that the road on which the rank and file members are approaching Sirikota would be obstructed. So this shows a clear pattern of how Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has acted. Now this 2011 actions led to a great deal of young UNP leaders leaving the United National Party and crossing over to other parties simply because they were disillusioned by the actions of this current leader. Today he comes before the media and says, yes, well, according to the constitution, I can stay. Why should I leave? After all, this is a local government election. Well, the January 8th mandate is being drowned. What does he hope to achieve by clinging on to power? I mean, what does he attempt to gain? What does he stand to gain by surrounding himself with people who have no sense of the pulse of the general public? I'm speaking, of course, of people like Minister Malik Samaravikrama, Minister Sagar Ratnayaka. I mean, does Malik Samaravikrama, who has never contested an election or gained a position through the votes cast by the general public, know about the pulse of the people? Do people like Sagar Ratnayaka, who have been accused of inaction under the Yahapalana government against corrupt politicians, do they know the pulse of the people? This is the question that everyone should ask the UNPS. Is there a position in the party today where an organizer can come before the leader of the party or the central committee of the party and say, no, this is what the people feel, and not be persecuted? Is there a position in the United National Party where a rank and file member of the party can come before the leader and say, no, this is what we want from you, and avoid being kicked out of the party? Well, don't take it from us. Listen to what Ranil Wickremesinghe has said over the past years. Keep in mind what I said about sidestepping rebellions from inside the party, and listen to these voice cuts very carefully. You might begin to see a pattern emerging.
We looked at restructuring the party and moving ahead with Pandit Ratna. We took all views into consideration in order to work together. Many have different opinions on restructuring. During the 100 days period, we will bring all views under a single stance. We will implement those proposals and form the United National Party that secures a majority. That is what I ask from you. We are considering many proposals made regarding the United National Party. Special attention will be focused on that. I propose to provide the Leadership Council with powers. The responsibilities of the Working Committee will be vested with the Leadership Council as well. No one was able to do this. I said, I am prepared to leave if another is prepared to take over. That is not an issue. Someone must come forward.
මේ මහා බැංකුවේ අධිපතිවරයා මේකට සම්බන්ධ වුණා කියන එක එහෙම කරුණු නෑ සත්‍ය.
There is no evidence to claim the governor of the central bank was involved in this. It is baseless. He had given the instructions in the presence of 2 deputy governors. The allegation the Prime Minister intervened in the process of the tender board is baseless. I appointed the 3-member committee to look into the 30-year bond issue on the 27th of February 2015. How can I look into that? I cannot tell the monetary board to do so. I must be satisfied at first.
It is said that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That is why we have term limits in place for positions like the executive president of the country. Over the years, there have been plenty of leaders around the world who have overstayed their welcome and have had to face the consequences of overstaying their welcome. We recall the leaders such as Saddam Hussein, Muammar Gaddafi, or more recently, Robert Mugabe, Jacob Zuma. So we see what has befallen the fate of such leaders who chose to overstay their welcome. This is just a reminder of the true plight that the people of this country are facing. These are the views of the rank and file. With that, let's turn our attention to what Joseph Michael Pereira, a stalwart of the UNP, a former minister himself, had to say.
The
UNP does not represent a single individual or a small group. It is the strength of a majority of voters across the country who cast their ballot. The party was in crisis on previous occasions as well when it gained strength. This happened even during my time. At those times, I represented the party and its leader and united the party. Because of that, we were able to move together. As a senior of the party, I have a flaw to reveal. The decision taken by the party while in government do not reach the people properly. The United National Party can secure a win at any given election. The only flaw is the people do not feel that win. When you take a look at the decision taken in Parliament and the discussions that take place, we do not see any program within Parliament to take the party forward. The party means the people who work for the party. the trade unions and the youth. All of them need to be strengthened. This is not a party which can be handed over to a single person. This is a party that has been blessed by a majority and secured a 5/6 power. There is no need for this party to go astray. In this backdrop, I am prepared to step up for the people and once again strengthen the party. There needs to be a program to fulfill the aspirations of the people. The MPs believe they can remain in power forever. Looking back at history, we know it will never happen. There are times we stumbled. There are times we stood up. Everyone must experience this and take decisions. For that, you need the support and the expertise from the elders.
දැනුම පළපුරුද්ද ලබා ගත යුතුයි.